Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So James Metcalf defeats Kerman Lejarraga by a 10-round unanimous decision, and in doing so he picks up the WBA Continental Super Welterweight title. So James Metcalf will be ranked after this victory. And all in all, I would say this is James Metcalf's career best performance. Of course, James Metcalf has campaigned at domestic level. The two best guys he fought were Ted Cheeseman and Kieran Conway, and he lost both of those fights last year. And going into this fight, it was basically win or bust for JJ Metcalf at 33 years old. Kerman Lejarraga, I believe, is still the current European champion at super welterweight, but for whatever reason, this was only a 10-rounder and not for that title. Maybe he's not the European champion anymore, I'm not sure. But nevertheless, this was win or bust for JJ Metcalf, and he picked up a career best win here and a career best performance for my money. First round, in my opinion, was quite close, was very close actually. Both guys really were boxing behind their jabs. Both guys really throwing solid jabs, and both guys finding the target. Metcalf was primarily jabbing off that back foot, whereas Lejarraga was the guy coming forwards. Both guys landed a couple of power shots here and there. First round, in my opinion, could have genuinely gone either way. Score it how you want. Rounds 2 and rounds 3, I felt Metcalf really kind of took control. Once again, he was boxing behind that jab, but he was moving a bit more, and he was managing the distance a lot better than Lejarraga. Lejarraga was trying to apply pressure, but I felt he was guilty of following Metcalf around the ring and not really cutting off a ring effectively. He still landed some good jabs here and there, and the odd power shot. In particular, he was timing Metcalf's jab as Metcalf was bringing that jab back. He was timing it with the overhand right, but only on the odd occasion. I felt Metcalf boxed really well on that back foot in rounds 2 and 3. Round 4, I felt Metcalf held his feet a little longer, and he got his own work off, but I felt Lejarraga was landing good shots in round 4. Shots around the guard of Metcalf, some good chopping overhands, clubbing hooks to the head, that sort of thing. And he was the guy applying pressure in round 4, but he was actually landing some good shots. I felt he landed the better work in round 4, quite frankly. So I felt Lejarraga won round 4. But honestly, after round 4, I felt that Lejarraga really struggled in this fight. To me, it was JJ Metcalf who was bossing this fight in regards to the real estate, what type of fight it was. Metcalf, everything good that Metcalf was doing was coming off a jab. He was mixing those combinations up with straight punches. So sometimes it would be the basic 1-2. Then it would be the 1-2-1-2, the 2-1-2, that sort of thing. He was mixing those straight punches up really well and splitting the guard of Lejarraga with those straight punches. Occasionally he would go down to the body. Lejarraga was having success, but only with single jabs and single power shots. And quite frankly, he was just getting outworked. I think in round 4 or round 5, there was also a potential knockdown for JJ Metcalf. He basically made Lejarraga miss. Lejarraga spun himself off balance, and then Metcalf caught the back of Lejarraga's head. Now, obviously, punching behind the head is illegal, but when you give up your back like that, and that's the only place your opponent can punch, I personally felt it was a knockdown, to be honest. But yeah, after round 4, I mean, I felt Metcalf really took control of his fight. Maybe he lost one round in there. I think round 8 was quite low output. Not much really happened. Maybe you could give that round to Lejarraga. But even when Lejarraga needed a big finish in this fight in rounds 9 and 10, I felt it was Metcalf who was boxing the better fight. He was the guy showing more versatility. Even when he held his feet, it was risky. He was still outworking Lejarraga in the exchanges, and Lejarraga couldn't really ever hurt JJ Metcalf in this fight. So, you know, I mean, Metcalf closed this fight out really well, especially in round 12. Lejarraga started round 10. Lejarraga started the final round in round 10 really well, coming out quite quickly behind that jab. He was doubling the jab up, applying pressure. Started the first minute or so of round 10 really well. But once again, I mean, Lejarraga needs a big finish. He starts the round well, and then Metcalf takes over. He lands a series of nice little straight punch combinations, lands a really good 1-2 in the 10th round, and starts to actually push Lejarraga back and catch him with some good shots. He was also timing him coming in with hard shots, and he made Lejarraga second guess himself in the 10th round, a round in which he needed something big. And yeah, I mean, the judges ruled it a unanimous decision. I felt a couple of the cards were too close. One card was 94-95. I felt that was way too close. 7 rounds to 3 at best for Lejarraga in regards to, like, he won 3 rounds at best. So yeah, I mean, JJ Metcalf pulls off a career best victory, and he puts himself back in the mix at domestic level. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a fight between James Metcalf and Troy Williamson. I think that would be a good fight. Maybe a rematch between James Metcalf and Ted Cheeseman. That first fight was great. So domestically, James Metcalf has a couple of good fights out there for him. So I want to see him in the mix with his domestic rivals. Even a Kieran Conway rematch would be great. Kieran Smith, another good fight for him right now. There's a few fights out there for James Metcalf, but yeah, he boxed really well in this fight. The best I've seen him box. Got his tactics spot on. Didn't give Lejarraga too many openings or anything like that, and he boxed a good fight. What can I say? Lejarraga, I mean, he is what he is. We know that he's a crude come forwards fighter with power, very one paced, but he is fun. He can still stick around in good fights at a European level, but you know, Lejarraga's never going to world level or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, it was what it was. It was a decent little fight. I wish it was a 12-rounder, but what can we say? What can we say? Good performance by JJ Metcalf, and we'll see where he goes next. Share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Delboy. Peace.